Ah, hey there, beautifuls. Nice to see you today. I am here to share with you what I'm calling the 4 P's to pleasuring a woman. And there are many more P's that I came up with, but these are the 4 that I want to speak to today. Um, and the first P is presence. This is the most important of the P's. And you're not going to hear me talk about penises either. So you can get that out of your head. So presence, what does it mean? To give your undivided attention to something and to be there with all your senses and all your energy. You're not somewhere else in your mind. You're not thinking about what you have to do later. You're just fully present with another human being. And this is the first way that we can really relax when we really come into this deeper connection with one another. And when the nervous system can relax, then we can start to think about pleasure. Otherwise, we're a bundle of nerves, so to speak. So the first step is presence. Second step is patience, or at least the second P. It might not be the second step, but it could be. So, how does being patient help to pleasure a woman? Well, you've all heard of foreplay, right? And I hope you all know by now how important foreplay is. I'm here to tell you it's even more important than you thought it was, because this is it's actually a quality of the feminine, and men have this as well. We all have the feminine aspects of ourselves, and this is true when we go into lovemaking, that it needs to that it should be that one is doing the giving and one is doing the receiving. So men, if you're the one doing the giving, it takes time for the feminine to open. And so it's about taking things very slowly and gently, perhaps. I'm not going to go into techniques, but I'm just going to give you the kind of broad overview. But you know what I mean when it's to start slowly and to go from there. They say the average woman, for example, takes about 45 minutes to be fully warmed up before she should be penetrated sexually. So that just gives you an idea of the level of patience that we're talking about. And when you are excited about and interested in worshiping the body of another human being, it's a joyful experience. It's not like a work. It's not something you have to do. It's something you're choosing to do because you enjoy it and you know the other person enjoys it. Okay, so that's the second one, patience. The third one is to be provocative. We're talking about touching the body of another human being, not a wrench or a car or something like this, some inanimate object that you can maybe handle in a bit of a different way. So sensuality is a part of it, being provocative, trying to make an effort to consider. Perhaps you might want to learn on your own body, like what feels pleasurable and what feels calming and relaxing and what feels exciting and stimulating. So all these different types of touch and levels that we can then build what's called sexual tension, and that's what builds us up to orgasm. So that's the third one. And then lastly, the fourth P for today is playful. To be playful as well, to be curious, to be playful, and explore your lover's body, perhaps in ways that you haven't before. And to be also like playfully checking in, to not be so serious is what I'm trying to drive at. Like we can sometimes, if we're not really in the moment, in our body, in connection, There could be a certain stiffness or rigidity that we feel in the bedroom, which is a total turnoff, right? Like if you hear somebody talking like a robot, does this feel good, honey? Like that's probably not going to make you, it's not going to blow your mind. But if you, hey, sweetheart, how are you? How does this feel for you? You can also be, sensitive, but also playful. But it's all about energy, no? In the end of the day, and tuning into our senses, our world, the other person that we're connecting with. And this is all, like I said, based on the feminine principles. So, men, you also have a feminine side, and you can self-pleasure yourself, which I'll talk about in some other videos. But these principles also apply for self-pleasure and how we can cultivate our life force energy in giving to ourselves in a loving way and in a pleasurable way as well. That's all for today. Wishing you all much love and pleasure in your day. Ciao, ciao.